Whether you're a developer, a founder, a student, or just someone curious about AI tools, there's a good chance you've heard people talking about Claude Code. And honestly, I think a lot of people overcomplicate it. The reality is that you only need to understand a few core ideas to become productive with it. So, in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you the small set of features that give you about 95% of what most people actually use Claude Code for. By the end of this video, you will understand what Claude Code is, how it understands your project, why planning is so important, what makes it different from other AI tools, how it tests its work, and how it can help you ship code faster. Let's jump in. Part 1, Interface. What you're actually looking at. First, let's get clear on what Claude Code actually is. A lot of people think it is just another chatbot. It is not. Claude Code can work in your terminal, inside this code, inside JetBrains IDEs, through Claude's desktop app, and through the web interface. If you're completely new, I would start with the desktop app because it is the easiest place to learn. When you open Claude Code, the experience feels simple. There is a chat window, and you tell it what you want to do. The difference is that Claude isn't just responding to messages. It can understand your project, inspect files, look through folders, and help you make changes across an entire code base. The easiest way to think about it is this. Imagine messaging a very experienced engineer who is sitting next to you and can see the same project you're working on. That's the experience Claude Code is trying to create. Now that you know what you're looking at, let's talk about what happens when Claude sees a project for the first time. And that brings us to number 2, framework. How Claude understands your project. When you open a project, one of the first things Claude does is figure out what is actually there. What language are you using? What framework is this? Where are the important files? How is the application structured? Instead of forcing you to explain everything manually, Claude can inspect project and build an understanding of how it is organized. So if you say add email validation to the sign up form, you don't have to tell it where every file lives. It can usually identify the relevant components, trace the flow of the application, and suggest the changes that need to happen. The important thing to remember is that Claude can make recommendations and changes, but you're still the person in control. You review the plan, you review the edits, you decide what gets accepted. And that leads directly to the feature that probably gives beginner the biggest improvement in results. Part 3, Planning. The feature most people skip. If there is one thing I would tell every beginner to start using immediately, it is plan mode. Seriously, this one habit saves you a lot of frustration. Instead of asking Claude to immediately start coding, you first ask it to create a plan. What files need to change? What is the safest approach? What edge cases should we think about? What could potentially break? When Claude switches into planning mode, it stops acting and starts reasoning. It explains what it wants to do before it does it. And that's incredibly valuable because it is much easier to catch mistakes in a plan than in hundreds of lines of generated code. A good workflow looks like this. First, create a plan. Second, review the plan. Third, make adjustments if needed. Then, approve execution. I found that when the plan is clear, the implementation usually goes much more smoothly. So now Claude understands your project and has a plan. Here's where things start getting really interesting. Part 4, Superpowers. What makes Claude Code different? There are a few capabilities that make Claude Code feels very different from a normal chatbot. First, it can work across an entire project rather than a single file. If a feature requires changes in multiple places, Claude can trace those connections and help update everything consistently. Second, it can run tools. That means it isn't limited to generating text. It can inspect files, execute commands, run tests, search documentation, and gather information while working on a task. Third, it can handle fairly large and complex workflows. Instead of asking one question at a time, you can often describe a larger goal and let Claude break it down into smaller steps. And fourth, it can continuously verify its work. That's a huge deal because generating code is only half the job. The other half is making sure the code actually works. Which brings us to testing. Part 5, Testing. How Claude verifies changes. One of the biggest mistakes beginners make is assuming that generated code is automatically correct. It's not. Good developers test their work, and good AI assisted workflows do the same thing. After making changes, Claude can run tests, inspect errors, and use the results to improve its implementation. So instead of this, write code, hope it works, you're moving towards this. Write code, run tests, find issues. Fix issues, run tests again. That's a much safer workflow. You can also create project specific instructions. For example, maybe every task should run the test suite. Maybe no features require documentation. Maybe nobody is allowed to push directly to the main branch. Those instructions can live in a Claude.md file. So Claude understands how your teams like to work. Over time, that consistency becomes incredibly useful. Now let's talk about the last step in the process. Part 6, deploy. Getting your work into production. Writing code is great. Testing code is important. But eventually, you want people to actually use what you have built. That's deployment. And for a lot of beginners, deployment is where things start to feel intimidating. You've got Git branches, pull requests, hosting platforms, environment variables, build pipelines. There are a lot of moving parts. What is nice about Claude Code is that it can help guide you through those steps. You can ask questions, you can request commands, you can get help creating branches, preparing pull requests, and understanding what is happening at each stage. Instead of memorizing everything, you can learn while doing. And that's one of the most practical ways to use AI. Not as a replacement for understanding, but as a guide that helps you move faster while you are learning. At that point, you've completed the entire workflow, understand the project, create a plan, build the feature, test the changes, deploy the results. That's the loop you'll use over and over again. And that's really the core of Cloud Code. You don't need to memorize every command or learn every advanced feature on day one. If you understand the workflow we covered in this video, you're already most of the way there. If you found this helpful, subscribe and check out this video next.